big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring the offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Let's go, buddy.
Chance to talk about the Titans season as they come back out here. We mentioned it earlier, but he knows they came up short in that AFC title game. But you think about early contenders for 2020, Titans have to be right up there. Best running back in the league. A.J. Brown really came on as a #1 receiver. Strong offensive line, but defensively, CD, they were just 21st overall.
But I think that they're going to continue to get better. Remember when they drafted...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Fielded just inside the 30. Still on his feet. Still going. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Quarterback Tom Brady ready to lead the offense here, and he is a guy who had social media buzzing in the days leading up to the Super Bowl. Sort of a cryptic post, him either walking through a dark tunnel, walking out of a dark tunnel, and then that commercial that aired in the first quarter, it kind of makes it seem like he's going to come back. Who knows? What do you think, CD?
Well, I think he's coming back for his 21st season. I think Tom Brady's having fun with this whole thing because he's never been a free agent before. He's got choices. He's got options, and he has people courting him. And knowing as human beings, we all love to have people come.
There he goes, Julian Edelman. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And I guess the Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher of the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mariota, and Walker has it. Fighting through it, he's got space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd and 5. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the former Patriot. This is Dion Lewis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Patriot offense returning to the field. And look at this season, 12-4, but they had the 8-0 start. And you think about it in that lens, down the stretch 4-5, including the playoff loss. A first-place finish for the 16th time, though, in 17 years. But now the question circle. We've mentioned Tom Brady. A lot of discussion there. But there's a lot of other questions to answer, correct?
This is one of the oldest rosters in the NFL. So there has to be some type of...
Demaryius Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas. 65 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.